Hello my dear friends, this is Knowledge Hunter back with a new video, and this video is going to blow your mind away. Now you might be thinking, what is this video all about? I am going to tell you about 7 facts about animals that you will find ridiculous and very rare. You might have not even heard about it, you might have not even thought about it. Then that very thought, when you listen it, will amaze you to great depths, and you'll have to listen to this video to the greatest concentration ever known to man. Now the first fact that comes is about tigers. Tigers basically encircle any territory they want to mark as theirs by urinating. Now this is a wondrous thing you might have heard of. By urinating, they mark a new territory, and any other tiger that wants to intervene in that territory cannot do so because it has been urinated around. Now this is simply out of my mind, because if that was the only purpose how you can mark the territory all around the way, then anybody can do so. Then screw the process of registration and making a purchase of any land. You don't need that. Life has been made so easy for these tigers. Now you'll be also wondering, if 2 tigers get into a struggle for a same territory, some same piece of land, then what is going to happen? The simplest thing is that they will get to conquer each other, and the one who emerges as a winner is going to get the piece of land. Now comes the second fact, and this is going to be very interesting. Now let me ask you a single question. Have you ever wondered, or have you ever fantasized a male human with 2 penises and 2 testes? The stupid game that you are wearing, I can see that. It has revealed to me that you hadn't. Now, this will put fire under your ass. Listen carefully. All the snakes and lizards have 2 penises. Why? This is only because of the fact that they want a successful mating, that their young ones should be very productive, fertile, and highly productive, so that they can have a long span of life. Now what happens when 2 penises are there and 2 testes are there? The left testis produces sperm, and those sperms are transferred to left penis. And similarly, the right testis also produces sperms, and that sperm is transferred to right penis. So they are locally dividing their testis functions with their 2 penis. Well, that doesn't happen in humans. We have 2 testes, and the function of only 1 penis is that it absorbs the sperms of both testes. If it was to happen with humans, it would have been certainly weird. Now I'm talking about that. This takes us to the third fact, and this fact is about spiders. Spiders do not have a physical constitution that consists of jaws, teeth, and tongue. We humans have it. So we can chew our food and get it through salivary glands, and most of the time, and most of the digestion takes place in our mouth only. But now you'll be wondering how the spiders do that. Now spiders have a certain type of fluid, and that is a sort of poison. What they do is that they suddenly trap an insect or a flying insect, that whatever the case may have been, they trap it within their web, and after trapping it, what they do is inject that poison, a sort of fluid, into the prey body. And when they inject that fluid, what that fluid does is it suddenly converts that body of the insect into a jelly-like fluid. Have you ever eaten or tasted just jelly? Sounding like that. Not even sounding like that, tasting like that even. If you have seen spiders doing that, you would have wondered how they consume it. So after that happens, it converts into a jelly-like material. They suddenly swallow it. They don't even swallow it, they suck it. Yeah, they suck it. Have you ever sucked up anything that has got jelly? So in the similar sense, the spiders also suck their prey. They don't eat it, they don't chew it, and that is the case with the spiders. This takes us to the fact number 4, and this fact is also about spiders. And this is a more amazing fact. I have not suddenly started loving spiders or all like that, but this fact is suggestively revealing. This fact tells us how the spiders prevent themselves only by sticking to their own web. You might have wondered, if the insect and the prey can stick to the web and get entrapped in it, then why don't the spiders? The answer is simple. On their body, there is a certain kind of oil or secretion that takes place, and that protects them or even prevents them from sticking to their own web. Now, this takes us to the point number 5, or the fact number 5, and this is a little different. This fact number 5 is absolutely amazing. When you were a kid, you were told by your father that pythons has a capability. Python, I'm talking about python, they are kind of a snake, you know. They are kind of a species of snake. They have a tendency, or they have a capability to suck their bodies all along. When I was a kid, I was told that they can even create a vacuum and suck you up. So I was scared at that point of time. But now I am telling you, this fact is revealing you a very important fact. The pythons, what they do is, first they entangle their prey within their body. They have got a very strong muscular body in form of a reptile. They entangle their prey into that, and then they start tightening their hold across their prey. And when that does happen, what happens is the prey starts suffocating. Its lungs start suffocating. He cannot breathe, he cannot respire, or the prey cannot respire even. And when does that happen? The heart stops functioning, and in that very case, death takes place. And when the prey dies, the python has got its most of the work done. Now it suddenly swallows the whole body of the prey into it, and it forms a bulgy like appearance into the reptile's body. Now when it happens, so you would be wondering how such a reptile can digest all the things. But my friend, the power of digestion is really amazing. Everything is digested from nails to bones, except some hairy material or furs. Power of digestion, my friend. Now you will be extremely astonished to hear that these pythons, when entangle any part of your body, your bones can also end up breaking into pieces, into shatters. They will be in tatters, and you won't be able to imagine how did it happen. Point number 6, or fact number 6. Sea snakes. Sea snakes are extremely poisonous. Just 3 drops of their venom can put 8 people on their deathbed with "RIP" stated on their gravestone and few flowers decorating their coffin. Now you might be wondering, how does it happen? Because sea snakes have a tendency to engulf or to kill the aquatic species, and for that they need an extremely toxic poisonous weapon, and this venom acts like that. Now if in a case of human that happens, then there are more chances that you will die as soon as they inject their poison. But my friend, if it ever happens to you, then there is an instant remedy. You would ask why, or you would ask what. Now let me remind you, or even tell you if you know that you can apply your shit or poop or anybody else's shit also, and that shit or poop would help you to encounter or to counter the effect of the venom. If you apply the shit or the poop on the affected area, it might work out and you might be saved also. So if it happens in near future, then don't hesitate to shit. Okay, good, best of luck. Now this is to this point number 7, or the fact number 7. Now comes the last fact, the 7th fact, and this is particularly about the sex of crocodiles. Basically, in humans, you must have heard in class 12th, or you might have studied it, that chromosomes decide the sex of the infant or the newborn child. Now you might be thinking, what happens in the case of crocodiles? In case of crocodiles, what happens is, it is dependent on temperature. Yeah, baby, it is dependent on temperature at the time of egg hatching period. Now, if at the time of egg hatching the temperature is less than or equal to 30 degrees Celsius, this gives birth to exclusively to females. And if the temperature is above 30 degrees Celsius, or let's say it's around 31 degrees Celsius, then it can give birth to males. Most of the times it's males, but it has a tendency to also give birth to females. But majority or the maximum chances are there that it will give rise to males around 31 degrees Celsius. Now I'm talking about the range of 32 degrees Celsius to 33 degrees Celsius. In between this, it gives exclusively rise to females. Yes, so there are very less chances that crocodile are born males. Yeah, this is true. Now you might be wondering, why isn't that in case of humans? Because we have such a poor sex ratio in India. Okay, leaving the topic, above 33 degrees Celsius. This is dependent upon the species of crocodile, that a female crocodile is born or a male crocodile is born. Now, my friend, thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share it among all your loved ones, among your friend circle if you really enjoyed this video.